Hey guys, it's me, Verilyn, and I am sitting here with an amazing young woman that I met at the Be the Media conference. You want to tell people your name and who you are?
Yeah, so my name is Diana, and I am a member of the New York State Youth Leadership Council, and I'm here at the Be the Media conference also to get empowered by, especially be surrounded by young women that are of color who are amazing.
And one of the things, so me and Diana, we sat together at lunch, and we had, what was it called? Empowerment Circle? Or
Yeah,
Empowerment Circle. And you know, you shared. You want to share with what you said?
What part?
Well, okay, so I'll say it. Yeah. So you were just talking about how you felt like you were young. You were the youngest. You are the youngest person here, and you felt like you were maybe too young for the women here. And then when you go back to school, you feel like you're a little bit too much for your friends and your peers. And that was surprising to me because when you sat down, you came over. You were very authoritative, like. It wasn't until you said you were in high school, and I was like, what? So you want to talk a little bit about what your affirmation is?
Okay, so I've thought that I go to amazing workshops where I learn a lot, but after going to several of them, I realized I'm most of the time one of the youngest, if not the youngest person in there. And I'm like, wait, I don't know. I was just like, oh my God, I'm too young. I hope they don't think I'm like, oh, she's a baby. We shouldn't talk to her, stuff like that. And then when I go back to school, and sometimes I've always had this idea of sharing the information I learned to others, of my peers who should feel empowered, but because of the society we live in, sometimes we feel like we're worthless or stuff like that. And especially right now, I'm a teenager and I have peers, and we're always like, to create the world is too crazy. So just knowing that I am taking what's holding me back from being more powerful and turning it around. So I become the bridge that connects the young and the old. So yeah, that was amazing because I actually cried, and yes,
it was very powerful.
I was like, oh my God, I let out feelings that I was holding back, and yeah, I'm thinking about my head's already turning. Like what workshops can I do? What can I do?
That's amazing. Do you realize how powerful that is?
Hopefully look back and I'm going to be like, yes, I was so powerful back then.
Well, another reason why I wanted to actually do this video blog with you is, I've written about as most people might know or may not know, is that I'm Sierra Leonean. I came here as a baby, but I didn't get my green card until 2006. And I recently became a citizen this year, which is 5 years later. So I've been here all my life, and I've just become a citizen. You know what I mean?
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I've written about the Deferred Action, this new, maybe like last year, right before the election.
June 15, Obama announced that young undocumented students who meet certain requirements, which is a whole lot of them, but if you meet other requirements, then you will be eligible, or you can apply for Deferred Action for childhood arrivals, and you can also apply for a work authorization. And what Deferred Action basically does, it kind of puts you in a safe haven from deportation, but I was skeptical before I applied, because I was like, I have to give them all my information, and it's still not certain that at any time they can stop the program. They can be like, you know what, we don't want those young undocumented students anymore. We're gonna cancel the program, and we're gonna deport them all, and that can still happen, And so, yeah.
So let's back up a little bit. So June 15th is when Obama enacted this, and then you decided to apply. Or how long did it take you before you applied?
It took me a while. I didn't apply, well, compared to other people who are still right now applying, because they still, anyways, it took me up until October, from June to October to finally applied, and that was because I got the help of this great lawyer who did a pro bono, and and with also the help of the New York State Leadership Council, who also reviewed my case and was like, yeah, you'll be a good candidate. If anything happens, we're here. We got the education and deportation program, so hopefully nothing happens, but if it comes to that, we're here. And so that kind of like, okay, I'm gonna apply. That kind of pushed me to, not push me, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna apply.
And now that, so you got it.
Yeah, I got it like not too long ago, like 2 weeks.
And how do you feel?
Like I said earlier, I feel good. I feel good. Yeah, I just feel good. When I got it, I was super happy because I got something that my brothers haven't gotten, so it was like, it's like graduating, I guess. I'm hoping it'll be like that, like if I graduate, which I'm gonna graduate. When I graduate,
you're very smart. You're gonna graduate.
When I graduate, I'm like, I want to be like, okay, I finally got this. Yes, I was able to get this. But there was a bitter part that was like, but I'm the only one in my family who will be able to celebrate this. My dad is not. It's not getting deferred action. My brother isn't. My brother's still in Mexico after he got deported. It's been like how many years? 2, 1.5, something like that. And I was like happy for myself, but in a way I was like, don't be selfish, because you are not the only one in this family. Your dad, who has sacrificed all this, your brothers who have also sacrificed to give you a better life, always taking you to school and all that. And it's like, I got it, but what about the rest of my family? I can't be selfish. I cannot be like, this is enough, because it is not enough. I am not the only one who has worked their butt off. My father has worked more than me, and I'm like, it is not fair that I got it and he didn't, and he doesn't get anything. So I was like, it's good, but I'm being selfish in a way.
And that's a lot for, how old are you?
16.
You're 16 years old. Like, to me, I don't know, like, so first of all, it's, for a lot of people, it might be even, wow, you're so informed at 16. Like, I didn't even know about that I needed a social security number until I was applying for college. And, that's when I realized, oh, wait, I don't have a social security number. That means I don't have a green card. That means I can't work, That reality check didn't happen for me until, like, my senior year of high school almost. And you're 16. And, like, talk to me about, like, how did you become so aware and the activist work that you're doing now?
I've been living in this country for over a decade, but now it's going to be 3 years ago, my oldest brother, who had just turned 18, like, it was, like, 3 months after he turned 18, we were living in Florida, and he was driving, and he got stopped for driving with no license and all that. Ended up going to immigration center for months, and then finally he was deported about 2 years ago. And that after that I had to move once again with my father to New York City. So that pushed me to be active, to not be quiet about my story, because I was like, my brother was deported. He never got the chance to tell his story, to be able to, like, at least, if you're not gonna listen to me, fine, but if you're not going to do anything, fine, but you're going to listen to me, because I'm going to tell my story. If you don't want to take action, that's you, but I'm going to take action. I'm going to tell my story. My brother never got to do that. And I was like, I don't want to be like, I don't want it to come to worse, and the situation is that I'll be in the same situation as him. So I was like, I want to make a difference, put my 2 cents into it, because whether they come up with an immigration reform, whether they come up with the DREAM Act, it's gonna affect me. It's gonna affect my family. And if it's something that I didn't, that later I'm gonna be like, oh wait, they should have done it this way, they should have done it that way, then I retrace back, and I was like, I should have been in there. I should have been in the movement. So I didn't want it to come to that. So that's why I'm like, I just like reached out to an organization, and I've been there, and I've been going to other organizations, like connecting and getting more empowered.
All right, so the video stopped because I ran out of space, but I was asking you, what in the conference, what's your walk away from the conference?
I will walk away with knowing that always I'm not the only one. I am not the only female of color. And that even though I'm young and it's a little bit older, older audience. And
she's trying to say that we're old.
No. I'm saying that I feel like sometimes I'm not okay.
Okay, I won't put words in your mouth. So what are you trying to say?
No, that I always got people to look up to and examples of I can be this wonderful Latina woman of color. I don't have to be what society thinks I should be. I don't have to be like other people. I have examples that I can look up to, and once again, I will look up to and I will follow.
And this is why we need spaces like we had today. That's amazing. Well, guys, I always like to have a question. So, what you pick the question? Like, what question do you want people to walk away with? What's one of the things? Limited beliefs, right? That's one thing we talked a lot about today. Like, what are some of the limited beliefs? Like, you were talking about your limited belief is that you feel like you're too young to be in this space and too old or too much for your friends at school. So now your affirmation is, say it. You want to say it? Okay. Say it one more time.
I am the bridge that connects the young and the old.
Amen. So, and I would just share my my affirmation. I don't remember it word for word, but it was basically like I can be sustained by the work that I love. Because I think that's one of my fears, that this work that I'm doing, I'm not going to be able to make a living. I'm not going to be able to build that 401k. I'm not going to be able to get health insurance. And so I have to keep reminding myself, right? So I guess that would be our question out to you. What's your limited belief? And then what's your affirmation? What are the things that you can tell yourself to get you through that? All right. So you can say goodbye to everyone. Bye.